How's it going, guys? Just back here again with some more Brawl here in the arena today. Elspeth, Stormslayer is our commander. And this hand's... I guess we'll keep this. This is better. I was gonna try it, but no. No, we'll be safe. We can get this down on 3, and then maybe we can play Blind Mice with Elspeth on the field. That'd be kind of nice. I playtested this deck and another deck, and they did not end up in good. Oh, not that one. They did not end up in good places. They ended up in quite bad places. And to clarify, that means we ended up in Hell Queue. Don't know why, because neither of the commanders I tried seemed like Elspeth does not scream Hell Queue. I don't think. But boy oh boy, in playtesting, she was there all right. But maybe things have changed because like Mendicant Core is not a commander I associate with Hellq. There are a couple I do, but he's not among them. So maybe it was just some preliminaries to. All right, so our opponent is holding up a counter spell to grab our commander. I'm just gonna offer them Lauren and their commander's life in exchange. Well, no block. Sure. Double block. I can't believe Lauren survived that. This could be bad for our opponent. Drew the land. If I get down Eternal Wanderer, cancel. Wrong one. They don't get any more artifacts ever. You can't let this resolve, opponent. I know countering commanders, because there's the point of the deck, is the plan, but this cannot be allowed, right? I guess we're gonna see if it's allowed. Yeah. That was crazy. I don't know why we went that direction. We are back for game 2. We are 1-0. And now Elesh Norn. Elesh Norn. I don't think she's a full-on Hellq commander, but she is in the direction of cards I associate with Hellq. Mainly because she's a Torpor Orb, right? She's a stacks piece on a body that can sit in the command zone. That's the kind of thing you expect in the upper echelons of decks that win too frequently and are not very fun to play against. I wish I had that on turn 1. I would have gotten to draw cards. Okay, well, maybe this is not. Maybe this is not the thing. Because this looks, well, I mean, no attack. We get hit for a bunch here. Yeah, surprisingly, I'm not going to trade that off opponent. My commander deals with it next turn, so I don't really feel... The itch just isn't there, you know? It's just not there. Unless we get manatized. Mana value? Really? Well, that's messed up. Sure. Mites can't block, so we actually need to get this up to... We need to get up to 7 mana. I guess we're blind micing next turn. It's just kind of not even worth it to block the 1/2s, which is sad. Hmm. Now, if they're trying to race me down before the bad things happen, that's not going to work. I can assure our opponent that we're going to have bad things happen well before. Oh, do we have it? Sure. I mean, she's more secure every turn, so next turn we can get 10 mites. Now opponent. Uh 5? I offer you lethal next turn. You got a wrath or I just win. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Uh let's Smothering Tithe. 3 blind mice. I would say initially when I built this deck, I could see why I didn't see why she would be anywhere near Hellq, but like her doubling effect is actually kinda good. Like I guarantee I'll count to 35 well before they put up enough resistance to stop me. Sure. This one? I'll ramp a bit. It's not the traditional way of ramping, but it'll work, I suppose. Sure. Didn't fly though. I mean, I just send it to the command zone. Sure. GG. All right, we are back for game 3. And wow, Pock. Pock's a guy. He exists. Yeah, I guess Elspeth is Hellkill. I didn't I didn't want to believe, but like there's no there's no better art no better evidence than running into Mythweaver Pock. I don't want something quicker. It's just not gonna happen though. So we lose? Problem is if you're not doing anything until turn 4 against Pock, you lose. Like there's no gray area there, right? Like they ramp, so Pock comes down on 3. generally. Yeah, he's here next turn. And then it's just over. We might skip this game. We'll leave in our explanations, but my concede button might be pressed next turn. Because I don't have an answer for Mr. Pock. Don't. Sure. My commander answers it, but then my commander dies. I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Next turn when they've paid their commander tax and I can't pay my commander tax. Right? Yeah, it's too much value. Which 6 to 3. And next turn is gonna be worse. Alright, we are back for a game 4, technically. I'm gonna count it as my game 3 though, because Hawk falls into the category of commanders where it's like you either get the right hand to deal with it or you lose the game. And those really are not representative of our deck, I suppose. They are in a way because it shows how many hands, like your average probability of finding X, Y, and Z that's gonna make or break a certain match, but on the offhand, we try to stay out of Hellkeel. We try never even to run into him. And when we do run into him, it's never a fun experience. Because I tend not to warp my decks in that kind of way. I'm not a very well, I can be pretty control. I can do control pretty well, but like if the deck is built around tokens or a tribe or a specific mechanic, right? Like we are not. Oh my god, they have Death Touch? Well, I guess I'll draw a card. It didn't matter, right? I could have blocked one more damage. Like that might come back to bite us later, but it might not. I'm just gonna get down this. I'm actually gonna grab the regrow. Throw the Mentor in the bin. Because I can cast the regrow off of Shram's expertise. And I feel like that's going to be more value than an extra turn, right? Because next turn we farewell. We get rid of all of the creatures. The turn afterwards, we ideally get down our commander and are able to either Shram's that turn or the turn after if we don't draw land. But it's a perfect opponent. Artifacts. Yeah, old Zergo. Kind of a lad. Creatures enchantments. You know, Farewell is a very complex card. I say that because, boy oh boy, have I misplayed it in some of my playtesting. I don't know, my default mode for Farewell is to make everything die. And it's apparently just not the best play. Land this into this into this. Let's see who's the better token maker opponent. Feel like it's gonna be me. That's kind of my whole stick. Sure. Very cool stuff. I don't know what much to make of it, but I guess they're killing my commander. I need to deal with that. Which unfortunately means we do this. Going with the team. Everything but artifacts. I should have done artifacts too. Oh my god. My hubris. We can at least cast the Shram's expertise with our commander out next turn. Mardu. Mardu. That sword is good. Protection from monocolored. I don't like that. We are dead. Rough. If I had just gotten rid of artifacts, we would have been okay, I guess. We would have had one more life. But GG. I guess that is where we end. Well, if you enjoyed, remember to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below. And I will see you next time. Bye for now.